Grand existence, citizens of the universe, welcome to the present. I'm JD, Nicholas Jensen Denton. This is my Pharmacopeia, and I am the curator of this plant medicine collection. Look at it. It's amazing. So, what I have today is the Awake Plant Medicine Collection. What is it? Why did I curate it? How did I put it together? On what scientific foundation? Frankly, I just want to go through it real quick and not get too off the rails on all the extra details. The devil is in the details. Let's keep this top down. All right, Awake Plant Medicine Collection. It is truly for your daytime functioning activities. It's like what you want to take when you wake up in the morning and you have to go through the day. You need to go through the day. You want to go through the day. The sun doesn't set, and that's an extraordinary power in and of itself. And we want to tap into this power and this cycle, this internal system of energy renewal that the alchemists sought so often. And the key in completing or attaining or moving towards this extra energetic expression of yourself is to time your internal clock to synchronize it with the external clock. What I mean by this is to allow your body to fall into the natural cycles and patterns that are already in play and influencing it internally and externally. One of the main key patterns and cycles that we can influence with plant medicine happens to be your diurnal rhythm. That is regulated by serotonin, which is produced in the pineal gland, is produced in the gut, is produced in a lot of places. The endocrine system itself is regulated by the pineal gland, which is a photoneuroendocrine organ, okay? Photo being your key word here. This is all sourced in the good article I posted up here. I'm kind of just skimming through it and trying to hit all the points. The Schizandra chinensis, the magnolia berries, right? They have polysaccharides. They have many different chemical constituents of Schizandra. Ultimately, what's happening is that the endocrine system is receiving light from the environment and determining how much serotonin, melatonin it needs to create. These are the two compounds, essentially, that are regulating your daytime awareness and your nighttime awareness. Now, if you have a proper balance of serotonin, you're more likely to have a proper balance of melatonin. This is important because Schizandra's main constituents, schizandrins, they regulate the serotonin pathways within your own neurology. So photo receives light from the environment, attunes you to the natural clock, the natural movement of the sun and the moon, the natural movement of the environment around you. Neuro, because it affects your neurology, endocrine regulator. So that's Schizandra chinensis. And, this is going to provide like antidepressant activity. This is going to provide a lot of antioxidant. Serotonin is the number one antioxidizing compound in the body, right? It's the most powerful one in the body. And it is also going to just give you a lot of energy, fight fatigue, fight stress. Non-specific stress responses are all going to be mitigated by all these different plant medicines, okay? So moving on, before I get carried away, with Amnia somnifera, ashwagandha, ashwa meaning horse. It's a rasayana in ancient Vedic Indian alchemy, right? Rasayanas, they use plant medicines on the path to immortality. It's really a beautiful and incredible science. Ayurveda means science of life, okay? Here in the West, we don't have a theory of everything. We lack the science of life. We lack answers to the hard problems and the hard questions, which really is debilitating our society. I swear to God, that's why I'm here. So, ashwagandha, been used for 6,000 years on the path of essence, I chose it for the Awake collection specifically for its highly energizing, physically rejuvenating qualities. It's something that you're going to want to use before and after your workouts, something that you're going to want to use if you think you're going to be a little bit sick. Even it has immunomodulating properties. This is important because you need to modulate your immune system, of course. It has quite a lot going on, quite frankly, like stimulant, aphrodisiac. It's a narcotic slightly. It has a little bit of nicotine inside of it, which is really cool. One of the things I think that's really fantastic about ashwagandha, aside from its invigorating, vitality preserving, and all those extra qualities, is its anti-anxiety phenomenology that occurs with it. It's proven in double-blind placebo-controlled trials that ashwagandha is just as powerful as the pharmaceutical drug lorazepam, which is it's just an anti-anxiety drug, and that's really significant because you have to go to a doctor. You got to get prescribed these things to help regulate your sacred space. And I don't think you need to have to go through anybody such as the pharmaceutical industry in order to help regulate what is sacred to you. So I have ashwagandha in the Awake Plant Medicine package as something you definitely want to take or just have. It's an essential plant medicine. It was described as an essential plant medicine by some scientists somewhere. I 100% agree with them. Obviously, let's see. Going through this, there are 3 plants in the Awake Medicine collection, plant medicine collection. The final one, they all complement each other, as all these collections do. Synergy is the key component. It's one of many keys. It's a multifaceted lock. Anyways, Danshen gets the blood flowing. It's a circulatory agent. It tonifies the blood, nourishes the heart, promotes cardioprotective. It has cardioprotective qualities. It promotes heart health. Not only does it promote heart health and have cardioprotective qualities, it fights fatigue, it's memory enhancing, it's immunomodulatory, which all increase the quality of life, which is the whole goal here. It carries many immunomodulating, it's loaded with antioxidant activity. It's basically used irreplaceably, Danshen is loaded with antioxidants. It's used interchangeably all the time with ginseng, actually, and it has so much anti-inflammatory capacity that it's been studied in clinical trials for all sorts of like crazy diseases that I'm scared to even mention without the people that regulate that stuff coming after me. But you should definitely look into it. Ultimately, really, I included it in the Awake Plant Medicine package because it carries a unique herbal medicinal effect, which is the microbiological support. Saponins, which are soap-like compounds, there's a lot to say about the chemistry there, but essentially these saponins regulate the immunochemistry between the microbiota within your intestines, which is your second brain. And, the human body is every cell in the human body, there's 1.3 microbial cells. And most of them are in your intestines, the enteric nervous system, and enterobacteria, or bacteria in the inside the intestinal tract. They make up, neurotransmitters, GABA, noradrenaline, serotonin. They have all sorts of neurotransmitters in there which are essential to our everyday functioning, which they've shown it really can create miracles it really can seem like miracles when you finally figure out the microbiota, the key to the microbiome, because it really is, it's a lot more than what we think we are. We think we're only just human. No, we're mostly microbes. And so it's important to focus on these things and their health and promote their immunity and promote their richness and their diversity and their functioning overall, because that's going to affect you majorly. So that's why I chose Dan Shen to put it into the Awake Plant Medicine package. I hope that was clear enough, not too much information. This didn't take too long. So thank you very much for joining me at the Pharmacopeia. I'm Nicholas Jensen Denton, and I hope you have a grand existence.